YouTubers, this is the foundation for the gutter system, and you can see I'm using old scrap lumber. I'm even using some of the pieces from that furniture company for the base. There's my gutter. Got it all put together. That'll fit down inside of 3 of these. And now I've got to paint it. One thing you got to do when you're in a greenhouse, if you're going to use wood, I don't necessarily think you need to use treated wood. I don't want any of those chemicals from treated wood in my greenhouse. I know there's some of you out there that say that it doesn't hurt it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just using regular plywood or lumber. These are 2x4s 10 that I've cut down, and you'll see why later. But now I'm just painting them with just a latex, interior latex paint, exterior latex paint. That's what I was using on that addition back there. Just use what you got. Alright, this is the part of the greenhouse I typically don't like to show because it's usually a mess, and it's still a mess. I'm just starting to clean it out. I've removed about, probably had 15 to 20 of those fluorescent lights back here. Got those out there in the shipping container. Moving out all these extra pads, cooling pads. I got to straighten all this up because this is the side where my Dutch buckets are going to go. They'll stay down here while my new wicking system goes to the other side. Just wanted to give you a little bit of, well, not quite a before because I've cleared out so much back here. It was embarrassing before. Okay, some of the ladybugs I bought 2 years ago are still alive and doing well in the greenhouse. I don't remember seeing them at all last year, but maybe there were a few. If you look back at a video when I was taking the greenhouse down, you'll see where I had 100 of these guys that had camped out in my first Wicking system, actually. I'll show you that too. That was that right there, but it had black plastic in it. That's going to be a seed starting bed. Yeah, I'm ADHD. Had to fix my lawnmower. My parts came in today. I had a belt and the crankshaft pulley. It was damaged, and that's why the belt was broke. But anyway, still working on this back here. Come a long way. Still quite a bit to do, but it's presentable anyway. Sort of. Alright, tubers, I'm a mess, but I need to show you this. I got a little package in from Brian Pruitt. He is South Georgia Hydroponics. I will put a link in the video. The guy's got a great channel, does a lot of cool things down there in Georgia, and he just doesn't, he isn't getting the support he needs from you guys, so go check him out. He sent me a little something, and I think it's tomato seeds. We were talking about that earlier, but let's open it up and see what we got. Alright, it looks like Kellogg's breakfast. That's the ones we were talking about. Black and brown boar. That sounds good. Some black cherry. And some dwarf husky cherry. Red. I will be planting all those out. So the letter says, "Good morning, Chuck. Good evening, Brian. I always really enjoy your channel. Looking forward to more great stuff coming out of that greenhouse. Enclosed are a few seeds you might enjoy. First off, Kellogg's breakfast. This was my over 2-pound tomato last year. I hope to be able to do something close to that in here with that. As a matter of fact, I had one truss, one plant that had over 3 2-pound tomatoes. Pretty amazing. Yeah, it is. The second is the black and brown boar. I got from my buddy in Kennesaw. Love the size and flavor of this tomato. Not quite as beefy as the purple, but still a great tomato. The third is some leftover black cherries. If you don't need these, please share it with somebody else. Lastly is the dwarf husky cherry red. As soon as you get these seeds started, you will see how this little plant is. They got about 2.5 feet tall and loaded with cherry tomatoes last year. Fun little plant to grow. Hope you have a great growing season. Prayers and blessings to you and your family. Well, Brian, prayers and blessings to you too, my friend. Let me know what I can do to return the favor. Hopefully you'll get a bunch of subs out of this. And I was going to show you what this looks like back here now. I've got it pretty much squared away. I'm getting ready to put the Dutch buckets back here. I got to move that table that I just had sitting up. That's actually a deck for the fish, but after I closed it in for the winter, right there, that big ginormous mess, I had to move it out. Okay, tubers, this is how I'm putting together the gutter rail systems for the wicking system. I made a template that each one of these were patterned after. Pre-drilled the holes, and now I'm going to lay them on one of them I've already built, and just gonna sit down and paint them, and then I'll put them all together. You see, I've already done the 10-foot sections there. They're a little less than 10 feet, probably about 116 inches. That'll accommodate the joints, and it'll allow me to level it at each end of the gutter, make sure it's nice and level with the nutrients solution. And that's really all I got for now. Okay, tubers, I really didn't want to bore you with the amount of time it took to dig this hole, but and also didn't want you to hear me grunting and groaning like an old man, but kind of fits. But this hole will accommodate I think it's a 35-gallon tote that I'm going to use for the reservoir that will service both of the smaller Dutch bucket rail systems. Anyway, here I go. Alright, for those of you who have dug in red clay before, you will appreciate this. That is a lot of work. That is about an hour of straight digging, and I am feeling it. But the big reservoir is in, the one that'll service 2 of my Dutch bucket systems. I still got one more little one to go, a little bit smaller than that. Alright, tubers, it's been a long weekend of working, but I thought I'd give you a sneak preview of what this is going to look like. There's going to be Dutch buckets over here. I've dug that one out. That's the reservoir. There'll be another reservoir here. That is hydroponic. Over here is what I'm planning to do with a wicking system. I'll level this all out. I'll put a tank either over on this side or that side. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet. I think I'm going to put it over here. Of solution to fill that trough and let it wick up into the buckets that I still have to make. I'm going to do several of these I'm gonna run them all the way up to the top. I'm gonna be doing cucumbers, cantaloupe, tomatoes, peppers. I may just put a thing of peppers along the very front. Don't know yet, but there's a sneak preview. Oh, and I did get my seed starting bed set up. Still got a lot to do in here, but looks a lot different than it did Friday. That's still not running. Battery's dead. Gotta charge that up. God bless. Go play in some dirt, nutrient solution, fish water, whatever you have to grow something, and grow something. We'll see you next time.